I cut out of DARKBASE 1 early for no other reason than it was boring me to fucking tears. It's such an unassailable masterclass on watching paint dry that they should make B&Q staff play it in their inductions. Since my last tangle with this narcolepsy inducing horse shit, the developer has thrown his toys out the pram and then ridden that pram into the lake, opting to remove his game from sale on Steam. It's still available via a few bundle sites, but soon it will be all but extinct. Not that I'm particularly hopeful that my account will fetch the same price as the PlayStation 3s with the PT demo installed on them, but shit, you never know. People pay through the arse for cheater men on the NES, didn't they? For those of you who missed the original playthrough, DARKBASE 1 is a top-down corridor shooter in the vein of the Alien shooter trilogy. You take on the role and the immoral dress code of one Jason Phoenix, who turns up at a military installation with no idea who sent him there or why. I don't know how that fucking works, really I don't. He has the vacant smile of an imbecile that'd jump off a bloody cliff if you told him the mermaids would catch him. Once inside the facility, you grind out level after level of tedious action, picking up keys, shooting mutants, opening doors, going down lifts, getting points for your score, and on forever and ever. It just never ends. If you play this for long enough, your brain will actually begin systematically shutting parts of your body down to the point where you could shit yourself and not notice. I actually fell asleep playing this. Twice. I just woke up trying to wander through a wall. I wasn't even tired, it was the middle of the fucking day. The thing is that DARKBASE 1 isn't inept. It isn't a broken game, even though I got stuck in a wall a couple of times and the blaster doesn't work from less than 10 feet away. It's just so suspiciously by the numbers that you'd swear it was made with the kind of game creator that you get for free in a cardboard sleeve taped to the front of a kid's magazine. It uses the same dead body tile over and over, which are all naked for some reason. The enemies change colour and shape but all dish out exactly the same damage and take the same amount themselves. And there are just an insane amount of health packs lying around. Like to the point where you barely even bother dodging shots after a while because you know the next room you come to will have you fighting fit again. You can save wherever you like, load wherever you like. So with all this considered, it's not a question of the game being a challenge so much as it is being a monumental slog to the finish line. Well, get your fucking wellies on because we're going cross country. Now, this is the part of the episode where I usually detail where I went wrong the first time around and what I did to finally put the beast to the sword. Trouble is, I only stopped playing DARKBASE 1 because I could honestly start to feel brain death setting in from the sheer numbing repetition of it. So my only change in tactic was to work through one level a day to stop my body from mistaking my plunging vital signs for a fatal stroke. The only difficulty you truly find in this game is that it marches on relentlessly for what must be like 10 endless labyrinthine levels that you just have to treat like a maze, stick to one wall and work your way around for risk of getting hopelessly lost. There's a map of each level, sure, but fucking look at it! What bloody good is that to me? It doesn't show you where you are, only about a quarter of it's lit up. There are better guides to the fucking Parisian catacombs than there are of these levels. So no, just follow the path round, get the keys one by one, kill the monsters, get to the elevator, go to the next floor. No weapon or armor upgrades, no variety, all looks the bloody same, try to stay awake the best you can. Along the way you can pick up little holo recordings or journals or whatever you want to call them that clue you into the paint by numbers plot about a mad researcher opening up wormholes to lost lands of deadly mutants. But most of it's like some asinine soap opera where the scientists talk more shit about their love lives than they do about anything remotely relevant. It's like the only experiment of note happening here is one where they take the show Grey's Anatomy and try to pound it down to an even more ludicrous pedantic waste of the human senses than it already is. If they're not blathering on about their fucking divorces, they're deciding which video games are going to waste their lives on while their boss is off playing Dr. Frankenstein in the next room. I think it's pretty funny that the developer put himself in the game. Fuck off, Dad, I've got a job. I'm making the greatest video game ever. You'll get your rent when it sells a bajillion copies.
That thing is ass, son. It's actually so ass that it's physically making my house smell like a bunch of guys ate about 40 burritos each and then had an amyl nitrate sex party in a public sauna.
Fuck you, Dad. You don't understand me. You don't understand DARKBASE 1. You're the reason Mom died.
She didn't die, son. She's sitting in the garden reading.
Well, she's dead to me. Jason Phoenix also likes to occasionally chip in with his life-changing insights. God, just look at him. That is the face of a legally recognised simpleton, isn't it? Somebody somewhere has violated a consent law by sending him here. So eventually, eventually, you make it to the last level. The game tries to bug you out by taking your map away, hysterically unaware of how completely fucking worthless it was to begin with. Of all the stages you've bludgeoned your way through, this is actually by far the easiest to navigate. Just push through, keep blasting away, and you'll be rewarded with an ending worthy of your Herculean efforts. Take a look. Go ahead, you've earned it. Well, nothing more to say here really, is there? Oh, no, wait, there is. And it's a special note from Solar Storm Studio. Oh my god. Apparently there were opening and closing cutscenes for DARKBASE 1 that never made it into the game because, wow, what a shock, the developer doesn't know how to fucking make one. But hold on a jiffy, lovelies. They're available to view online. That's got to be worth a look, isn't it? Okay, on then. Off we go. DARKBASE1.com. Well, I don't know about you lot, but DARKBASE 2 just lost itself a customer.
What?
You just lost yourself a customer!
Oh my, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
You just lost yourself a customer!
Yeah, you can use it.
Fragnostic here. If you want to join me on the holy quest to smite all evil, then click the subscribe button on the left there and I'll get Blacksmith to knock you together some armour and that. If you want to know what you're letting yourself in for, you can check out some of the other adventures on the right there as well. Cheers, lovelies.